Yo, what's going on? We got another squats and talks video for you with Carter. Instagram right here. These squats are from, I guess, a few weeks ago now. And the goal eventually is to squat 400 pounds. I've done 180 kilos a couple times, but never more than that. And 180 is just short. So that's kind of the goal for the next few months here. So all of the squats that I'm doing are going to be working towards that. So I'm not going to train as hard or as heavy. And I think I got my buddy doing some programming for me, so hopefully he'll help me out. And just want to show that progress and see how it goes from being a tree planter to back to strong again. And yeah, and then I have some other training at the end of the video. And then the next video I want to do will be a verbal dump of everything carnivore diet related. I haven't talked about that yet, and I need to get better at talking on a camera, so that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all my research and just talk through it and see how it goes. So it's going to be a video editing nightmare for future me, but it'll be something that I want to talk about, just get that information out there. In the meantime, enjoy this video. See you in the next one.
Yeah, I don't know. In terms of like what people wear to the gym though, like I do have that like right away my mind is like depending on what it is, like if it's a Gymshark thing, I'm like, "Oh, okay, like this person's just like a trend follower, or this person's just like, they don't know how to train or whatever, or like they're just like they value how they look more than like how they're actually training." And I like hate that my mind does that because I know that's not always the case. Like there's people that like can be extremely advanced in terms of their lifting career and still like the aesthetic of like a Gymshark tank top or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's just weird because oftentimes the stereotype is true, but that doesn't mean your brain should go there automatically just because.
Yeah, I know. Like stereotyping just you shouldn't let yourself do that. Like you shouldn't let yourself come into any situation with prejudice.
I mean, they're gonna happen no matter what. You have your prejudices, you have your biases.
Yeah.
There's no way to like completely eliminate them.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe the problem is not that you have them, but that maybe you should be able to be aware that you do have them.
Yeah.
And let other people break those stereotypes.
Yeah.
So if you see someone with a bunch of Gymshark gear and you know that they are the way they, or you think they are a certain way, and you want to go talk to them or they talk to you for whatever reason, make sure that you're not putting them in that
box,
that schema.
Yeah.
And you're able to let them open your mind to who they really are. And like you'll talk to some people and be like, yeah, you're exactly the way I thought you were.
yeah, that definitely happens.
Yeah, but just being able to be open enough to be like, yeah, they're not what I thought they were. I'm glad I gave them a chance.
Yeah.
I think that giving people a chance is kind of the most important thing.
Yeah, I think like honestly, and like something I want to do even with this channel, or like something I want to do with my life, is just be able to pick apart and like dissolve prejudice and bias and stigma. Like those are like things that I just like hate and I would love to like fight actively against, because it is just like this toxic behavior that we all kind of have, that we all go into situations with prejudice or bias or stigma or whatever it is, like surrounding these certain topics and things. And like would like to give all people like the benefit of the doubt, and I would like to give all things the benefit of the doubt, and like not necessarily judge something until I've experienced it or tried it for myself or know the facts, right?
Yeah, we can almost we can be that non-judgmental group of people.
Yeah.
Because I think there are a lot of judgments between groups of any sort of person who lifts weights. So it's like you have the Olympic weightlifters have the perception about powerlifters, or especially CrossFit. People hate CrossFit.
Yeah.
And then obviously there's the bodybuilders, and then there's the normal gym goers, or like the NARPs, some people call them. But like everyone's at their own point in their journey, and there's not like we shouldn't be judging them based on that.
Yeah, there's not like a proper stream of weightlifting that you need to be a part of.
Yeah, some people are really good at weightlifting. Some people are really good at bodybuilding. Some people are really good in social situations. They're good in school. And you could be equally as bad at all of those things, right? Everybody has their own challenge, so
Yeah.
if we can sort of try and find a way to break down other people's perceptions that others don't need to be exactly the same as them, I think that'll be like a huge benefit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, especially with, I like to break down ideas, so it's like, instead of judging people, it's like not judging ideas based on your previous experiences. So if someone does something one way, it's okay to do it a different way.
Yeah.
And just being able to accept that, but maybe you don't need to agree with it, but just, that's his way, that's my way. Because I do a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah, acceptance at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
So accept yourself as who you are and accept other people as the way they are.
Yeah. And I don't even know if you can accept other people for the way they are until you accept yourself for the way you are.
Yeah,
like a lot of judgment
that's
and
a fair point.
and you know, shitty things that come out of people's fucking mouths is because they don't really know who they are yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's always the ego will always attack others to protect itself.
yeah.
And so the less ego you have, the less judgmental you'll be, and the more open you'll be to other ideas. And
Yeah.
we're just trying to live our lives as us as we can, and everyone else is doing their best too.
Yeah.
And they don't know what they're doing. We don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
we're filming
talking to a
stuff.
camera.
We're talking to fucking no one right now.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, it's funny you do bring up like the discrimination almost between classes of lifters, and it's like so ridiculous. And I hate that I have to feel like even at the gym that I go to, I feel uncomfortable or out of place because like I'm not there to lift heavy shit. Like I'm there to look good, and I know that there is like lifters, like legitimate lifters, like ollie lifters and strength, like power lifters, strongmen, like they all mostly don't like bodybuilders. Like they think it's dumb.
As an Olympic weightlifter, yeah, I generally have not had good experiences with bodybuilders.
Yeah, so it's tough.
But that doesn't mean that we can't be friends, which obviously we are now. So
yeah.
But yeah, there is it's like a moral high ground of what you think you should be training for. It's like no, you need to be training for strength. Because
looks is superficial and strength is forever. Like I don't even know what that. Like it's all fine. Superficial bullshit.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Like, what is strength?
Like,
what is it?
Yeah.
Is it any different?
And they're like, oh, it's so much more practical and stuff. It's like, is it?
How often do you pick up barbells?
How often are you throwing barbells over your head in like a real life setting?
Point being is that if somebody enjoys it, they should do it.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, and why are we like gatekeeping enjoyment?
Yeah. And like, we don't even need to label it either, because like, I also enjoy picking up heavy things. It's not like I'm like totally apart from that. It's just that like my main goal of training is a certain aesthetic, whereas they're getting that as a byproduct of their strength training, but their main goal is strength and the numbers. So it's just different priorities, and like it doesn't mean that one's better than the other. Right.
And priorities can change. Like I've trained for basketball and maybe did a little bit of bodybuilding work just for fun because I was a young kid that wanted to get bigger.
Yeah.
And then I switched to weightlifting, so now my priorities were strength and speed. And now I'm just trying to like move better, and I'm potentially wanting to do some physique work just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Like
why not?
What's wrong with that? People can't be like, oh, Parker used to train for strength, now you're doing this physique work. I remember you talking shit about him. It's like, things change, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just people enjoy training of any sort. Let them do it.
Yeah. I agree.